guys, so I am in my new little office that I've got here, and yeah, boyfriend's closing the door, but a little bit of an update before I go into today's topic. So basically I have moved to my boyfriend's house in Fort Myers with his brother for a couple of reasons. One of them being that with the work that I'm doing with my company, my job, it requires and back home I do live with 7 other people. I'm a part of a big family, so it's just people in and out all the time. People always on video games and this and that, and it's just really hard to focus in general. I'm trying to find the good light in here. But anyway, so there is that. So yeah, I'm here now. I'm going to be seeing my coach in about 3 weeks for peak week, and then I'm just gonna do with what I can here with, I brought my home gym, but I love it here. It has a bunch of land. You know, I'm still doing my sprints, all that, so it'll be fun to kind of show you guys around. But yeah, this is my office right now, my desk, and then that's my boyfriend's desk. We got a monitor. It's still coming together, and then we have a whiteboard over there that shows everything we need to do. Anyway, so let's get into the topic of the video, well, this clip, and I'm gonna be talking to you guys about boredom eating and snacking and mindless eating and finding yourself in the pantry even though you are full or not hungry. We are all in quarantine right now, and yeah, I'm trying to just find good lighting here, guys. We're all in quarantine right now, and you know, it's gonna be really easy to find yourself snacking. Can you see I'm struggling right here? It's easy to find yourself snacking mindlessly and finding yourself just staring at the pantry, opening the fridge constantly, and yeah. So let's start with why. Why do we bored eat? There's a few reasons why we bored eat. One of them being that it's as simple as that. It gives us something to do. It gives our brain something to do, and it provides that stimulation to the brain in the sense that it does release endorphins. Depending on what you're eating, you're probably, you know, eating something that's tasty, food's tasty, and it activates that reward center of the brain, and that makes you happy. So, you know, like any habit, the more you do it, the more your brain's gonna want to. You're kind of teaching yourself to do that subconsciously. So you bored eat because you're bored, and it gives you something to do, and it makes you happy. So that's kind of an emotional and mindless way of eating. Now, we also might bored eat because we're stressed, we're really anxious, and with everything going on, it's easy to find that kind of comfort in eating and things like that. So that's also a habit we don't really want to build, because you create this dependency, an emotional dependency on food, and that's not been there, done that, not a healthy habit. Another reason why we bored eat is because, like all habits, it's something that's built and done consistently over time, and it creates more of a food script in your brain that, you know, when I'm watching TV, the food script is to eat something even though you're not hungry. It's mindless, and you're not serving the natural biological purpose of feeding your hunger or fueling your energy, things like that. Bored eating, emotional eating, all that, it seems harmless at first because it might be little snacks here and there, but those that does add up, and it does add up. The calories do add up on a daily basis and then on a weekly basis, and even if you're not watching your calories or your weight, you know, habit-wise, it's not the best habit to make because it does spill into other forms of your life, emotionally and things like that. So there's a little bit of the whys on why we bored eat. So how do I stop? A couple of things I want to get out of the way, because this is something that I've definitely, you know, when I'm in my off season, improvement season is something that I have to learn to control more, but in prep, obviously it's more controllable. So the same way you created that habit is going to be the same way that you stop, is by creating that good habit. So the same way you created that bad habit of bored eating, is the same way to stop it is to create a good habit of not bored eating. and you need to understand that it's not just going to be something that you just stop doing cold turkey, and that it's going to take progress, and there's ways to get around it, and you shouldn't feel bad if you do slip up or anything like that, because it's something that you're just gonna have to build, and it takes 90 days to make a habit consistent. So don't shoot yourself in the foot or anything like that. Some ways to create better habits and stick to it, and you know, find better ways to stick to it, is one, rip out the roots from, you know, rip out the cause of everything is boredom. So find something better to do with your time than eat. So, you know, of course we have a lot of extra time on our hands, and a lot of that time can be filled with eating, but get something better to do, plain simple. Get a book, read a book. I find that I eat less mindlessly when I'm studying or reading a book. If I'm watching a show, I'm most likely to bored eat or eat mindlessly, because, you know, who doesn't want to eat something or snack on something when you're watching a show? So do something that's more productive for the brain, instead of something mindless like watching a show or anything like that. Eat more satiating meals. Satiating means like palatable, it fills you up, it keeps you full. So higher fats, higher protein, higher good fats. You know, I recommend having 3 to 4 satiating meals a day. And if you like, yes, so have, you know, if you're a breakfast person, have that yummy breakfast that's super filling and keeps you energized throughout the day. Have a sandwich and like chips or like sweet potato fries. For lunch, have a good dinner, rice, beans, chicken, veggies. You know, have these satiating good whole meals so that you can, you know, have little snacks throughout the day. Protein bar here, rice cakes and peanut butter there, peanut butter jelly sandwich, whatever. You know, so you're able to have the best of both worlds without overeating so much unnecessarily. Another thing I like to do is to make sure you're drinking water. Sometimes your body, you know, mistakes thirst for hunger. So you might find yourself wandering into the pantry and things like that when you're thirsty. So I like to drink, you know, just a bunch of water. Try to shoot for, you know, 2 to 4 cups an hour or 2 cups every meal, that kind of thing. Also, tea, herbal teas really help, and coffee, that kind of thing, energy drinks, those all help, and you know, they taste good. So find different ways to make it work, and yeah, I hope this helped. And thank you guys for watching. Super short, but there's gonna be a lot coming, so enjoy the video.